Well, good morning. Welcome to KRAZ-TV. Couple of great book reviews. Hi, I'm Doc Martin, the lone journalist. Look at the size of this one, and a great, fascinating book. Super fascinating. Unsolved. The history and mystery of the world's greatest ciphers, from ancient Egypt to online secret society. Wow. Well, it's by Craig P. Bauer. He is an associate professor of mathematics at York College of Pennsylvania. He's editor-in-chief of the journal Cryptology. Has served as scholar in residence at the NSA's Center of Cryptologic History and is author of Secret History, The Story of Cryptology. He lives in York, Pennsylvania. Well, no wonder he's a mathematician. You got to have a little bit of math here with this, but it's not too bad. In 1953, a man was found dead from cyanide poisoning near the Philadelphia airport with a picture of a Nazi aircraft in his wallet. Taped to his abdomen was an enciphered message. In 1912, a dealer named Wilfred Vonich came into possession of a illuminated cipher manuscript once belonging to Emperor Rudolph II, who was obsessed with alchemy and the occult. Wartime codebreakers tried and failed to unlock the book's secrets, and it remains an enigma to this day. Isn't that interesting, huh? Craig Bauer examines these and other vexing ciphers yet to be cracked. Some may reveal the identity of a spy or serial killer, provide the location of buried treasure, or expose a secret society, while others may be elaborate hoaxes. Unsolved begins by explaining the basics of cryptology and then explores the history behind an array of unsolved ciphers. It looks at ancient ciphers, ciphers created by artists and composers, ciphers left by killers and victims, Cold War ciphers, and many others. Some are infamous, like the ciphers in the Zodiac letters, while others are created purely as intellectual challenges by figures such as Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard P. Feynman. Bauer lays out the evidence surrounding each cipher, describes the efforts of geniuses and eccentrics, in some cases both, to decipher it, and invites readers to try their hand at puzzles that have stymied so many others. Unsolved takes readers from the ancient world to the digital age, providing an amazing tour of many of history's greatest unsolved ciphers. Well, it is fascinating. There's substitution types, there's transpositions, there's strange writings. The biggest key, and I think it boils down to, if you don't have the key, if you don't have the key, it doesn't work. And, even with high-speed computers and quantum computers, some of them still have not figured this out after all these years. And that's what's amazing. Now, all of them in here, he goes through the history and explains how ciphers and all that did work at one time. But no, the greatest majority, he doesn't do anything that has been solved. So there's nothing that's really revealing about that. But at the CIA, there's a big 4-panel cryptology, Cryptos it's called. And one guy has figured out a couple of the panels, but they were CIA analysts, and a lot of these people are mathematicians and belong to societies that exclusively deal with this. So it really takes up a lot of brain time, and it really, once you get involved with it, it becomes maybe an addiction, I don't know, but still it's a fascinating world about ciphers. And it did start out many years ago in Egypt. Of course, there's some things there that we still haven't figured out there. So that's why everything in this book has been covered by Dr. Bauer in this fascinating book. So it's a Princeton University Press, Princeton and Oxford. So a few pictures here and there, photographs, a lot of people it shows. But the first thing he starts out with, of course, is the Vonage manuscripts. But if you want an introduction, this is probably the best definitive work, and it is by a cryptologist himself, so how could you go wrong with that? Oh, I'm just going to have to leave it at that because there's so many fascinating stories in here, and towards the end it even got more fascinating because it really deals with some of the things like the cicada codes and stuff like that came around in 2012 and stuff. So there's a lot of internet mysteries, secret societies, Masonic stories, and the like in here. So it was an enjoyable book. At first you got to get used to it, but once you understand the plain text, ciphertext, and matrices, and transpositioning, and factoring, and all of these other things, then you start to get a little handle on it. But still doesn't solve any mysteries in here. But it is intriguing, and I love the book just for that alone. And when I was a kid, I used to be into this, and actually I did write a little cipher myself and wrote it down somewhere. I can't find it. But I always thought, I wonder who will figure this one out. Isn't that hard, though? Sometimes it's... And a lot of them can be cracked with pencil and paper, and some of them, you know, the crypto at CIA was intended to be done with crypto with pencil and paper, and some guys have tried figuring it that way. But the guy who figured it out actually used a computer, and everybody accused him of cheating, and the CIA said, no, you could use those if you want. So thanks for watching Carrie's ETV, and we got this book at the Tucson Pima County Public Library, like you can get it at yours. What a great new definitive work by Dr. Craig B. Bauer, not Chris, Craig Bauer. Unsolved, the history and mystery of the world's greatest ciphers from ancient Egypt to online secret societies. Thanks for watching Carrie's ETV, and come back and watch all of our other great book reviews. Bye.